So those 5 methods, the 5 methods why you're here today, let's get into it. So the first method that I've used to transform my relationships, the first method that I've used is understanding the polarity between the masculine and feminine energies in us all. So it might sound a little confusing, I'm a man. I'm talking about masculine and feminine, and what I want to communicate is that there is masculine and feminine energy in us all. I've got my feminine energy. I've got things in my personality and my behaviors that make me a little bit feminine every now and again. But of course, I'm a man, baby. And I have tons of masculine energy. I exude it. From the beard to the voice to the hair. I'm a man. I'm a man. And when you're looking at your life, you might be thinking, well, Jordan, I'm a woman. What does this have to do with what masculine energy are you talking about? Well, in each of us, whether you're a man or a woman or anything in between, we all have this masculine and feminine energy in us. And in most women, the feminine energy is dominant. Most women, and in most men, the masculine energy is dominant. Now, when I refer to masculine and feminine, I don't mean man and I don't mean woman. I literally mean traits that are more associated with masculinity and traits that are associated more with femininity. Now, what does it mean? How do we define these terms? What does it mean to be more masculine? So, the masculine in each of us is certainty. It is direction and purpose. It is a narrowing of focus and attention. Men, typically, the masculine person, have trouble with multitasking and thinking globally about things. We're just so narrow focused and driven on what's in front of us. And the masculine is very purpose driven, very laser focused. And that's why in our society, most masculine men are suffering today because they have a lack of purpose and direction. If you know anyone 25 years older or under or older who's struggling with this, it's time to awaken the masculine in them. And masculinity, again, is certainty, it is direction, it is purpose. And when you think in terms of spirituality, masculine is like stillness. It is the stillness, the point that remains and anchors still while the world changes around it. And the masculine, I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole of what it means to be a man's man, but when you think of masculinity, it speaks to itself in many ways. And the masculine is also the kind of energy where, if a feminine person is coming to you and talking to you, not even just feminine person, but if someone is coming to you with lots of questions, lots of rhetorical questions, the masculine in you wants to just give answers. Like, answer to everything. This is the certainty. This is the thing you need to know. This is it. This is it. This is it. Whereas on the other side, whereas the masculine is this bright certainty, the light of certainty and knowing, the feminine is the darkness, is the uncertain, is the mysterious, the beautiful, the flowing and change, whereas the masculine is this purpose, driven, laser focused. The feminine is this thing that moves and that waves around it. It is the change of life. It is the seasons of life. It is the flow and adaptation and movement. It is the dance. The feminine is movement. The feminine is energy that has its ups and downs. When you have a conversation with someone, conversation in many ways is that dance, is that flow. And what the masculine does is he dances with the feminine, or she dances with the feminine. And the feminine, again, is uncertain, has a level of uncertainty that they're either comfortable with or that they rely on the masculine to help guide and direct their attention and focus. The feminine is more global thinking, thinking about helping others, thinking about nurturing and taking care of others. And it's not that the masculine can't take care of others or doesn't want to be, but it's much more paternalistic, whereas the feminine is much more maternalistic. And they have their obvious differences. So the key to this method, why is this important? Why, understand the polarity of masculine and feminine? It's that you have to understand what you are. And in order to get a better understanding of this, if you feel like, you want to learn more about this topic, I recommend David Data's Way of the Superior Man. Now, it should just be Way of the Superior Masculine, but realistically, Data talks about what it means to be a masculine person, how to embody the masculine, learn about the feminine, and learn how to be with your feminine partner. So if you're a masculine person watching this, then pay close attention. But if you are a feminine person watching this, that is perfectly okay, because the information in here is going to help you understand how to help your masculine partner become a better person in your relationship.